The United States is a quasi-authoritarian police state, and modern-day Dubai is not. Part 2. Soon there will be a part 3, and a part 4, and a part 5. I'm going to keep talking about this the more I experience as an American living full-time in Dubai, with a real basis of comparison between these two countries. Now, before I go into this, there was another video I did on why Dubai is not an authoritarian police state and why America is. I suggest you go watch it because this is a follow-up to that video. I'm going to give you specific examples of things my wife and I have experienced over the last year living in Dubai and just in the last few days being in the United States. Now, before I go into this stuff, my standard disclaimer. Dubai, specifically as a country or as a living flag, is not for everyone. I would venture to guess that the majority of you watch this video probably don't want to move to Dubai, probably wouldn't be happy there. I'm not here to sell you on Dubai. It's a great place for me. It's a great place for many of you, but not all of you. What I am trying to make this clear to you, which is so hard to penetrate some of your brains, is those of you who say, those of you living in the United States now, those of you who are Americans living in the US, the collapsing USA, those of you who say, I would never live in Dubai, it's a police state. Your country is a police state. Now, here we go. Specific examples. Number 1, I have lived in Dubai for several years now. I have never, and I mean never, seen a police car driving around Dubai. I've never seen one. The only time I've ever seen police cars is when I literally drove past a police station and saw them parked at the police station. That's it. Here in the United States, you see police cars everywhere all the time. Don't you? And it's one of those weird things where you don't notice it when you go to Dubai. When you come back to the United States, suddenly you see cops everywhere. You don't see them anywhere in Dubai. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, they're using unmarked cars. That's bad. That means they're pulling a bunch of people over using unmarked cars. Several years I've lived in Dubai. I have literally never, not once, not one time, seen a cop pull over a car. I have never seen on the side of the road someone being pulled over by a police officer. Not once in years of living in Dubai. In the United States, you see this all the goddamn time. Don't you? Next data point. My wife, Pink Firefly, has a car in Dubai. She's been living in Dubai for over a year now, and she does a lot of driving. She does a lot of physical fitness stuff, driving to the gym. She does lots of errands throughout the day, much more than I do. She spends her life in her car. She is constantly in her car all the time for the past year in Dubai. How many times do you think my wife has been pulled over by the cops driving around Dubai? In over a year of driving around hardcore almost every day, pretty much every day. How many times do you think she's been pulled over? Okay, the answer is 0. Now, as I record this video right now, we are in Montana, Whitefish, Montana. We were in Scottsdale, Arizona for a few days right before this. Within 24 hours of driving around Montana, arriving in Montana, a right-wing state. Those of you wanting to move to more right-wing states, you got to get out of these left-wing cities. Montana is as right-wing as you could get within the United States. Within 24 hours of being here, we have a rental car. She was driving it. She was pulled over by a cop. So, over a year, driving all over the place, never pulled over once. Within 24 hours, immediately pulled over. And this cop wasn't like, oh, hey, your tail light's out, or hey, you were speeding. Oh, no. This cop grilled her. This cop said, who are you? Why are you here? Where'd you get this car? Let me see your stuff. And then it was a rental car from a service called Turo. It's an app. And she would hand the guy, the insurance stuff from the owner of the car. And he said, who's this Jeff guy? Is that your husband? Like that guy. I said, no, that's not my husband. It's the guy who owns the car. Well, where are you from? Well, why are you here? Interrogating her like it's Nazi Germany because America is a goddamn police state. Okay. Next item on the list. I have been through the Dubai airport, the beautiful, gigantic Emirates Dubai airport, maybe almost 100 times. I travel a lot, as you know. I'm constantly going all over the place. I've been living in Dubai for years. I was traveling there for many years before that. I have been in and out of that airport, I would guess 100 times. How many times do you think out of the 100 or so times I've been through that security, I was flagged for some kind of problem and they had to pull me over and pat me down. How many times do you think in authoritarian Dubai? What would you guess? Out of 100 times, it must be several, right? If it's 100 times, at least 2, 3, 4 times. Zero, 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 not once, not ever, not once. United States. We've been here for about 2 weeks. As soon as I flew here, as soon as I landed here in the United States, and I don't remember if it was, let's see, it must have been traveling from Scottsdale to Montana. It must have been it. Because going through security, you don't really go through security when you land, right? I was wearing the same outfit I normally wear. I have a travel outfit. I have a t-shirt similar to this, and I wear basketball shorts with no underwear because I like to be comfortable when I travel, especially when I'm on 14-hour flights. It's the same exact outfit. The same exact outfit. I have been through many security systems all over the world where they take the naked picture of you and they scan you, walk through the thing. I've never, ever, 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 ever had a problem 100 times in Dubai. As soon as I walked through a scanner, the woman or the man actually pulled me aside and said, whoa, 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 you have a groin alert. Literally, it's called a groin alert. You have a groin alert, sir. What? And they turned and they showed me, there's a little picture of a body and there's a circle right on my dick. He said, sorry, we got to pat you down. You have a groin alert. Now, I'm going to say this again. This is the same outfit I wear when I travel all over the world. I've never had a problem. It's basketball shorts. I have nothing on me. I have no belts, nothing in my pockets. You have anything in pockets? I pull out, nothing in my pockets. I have no metal anywhere in my body, but apparently my dick set off some kind of alarm. Yes, okay, isn't this great? So sure enough, a guy had to come over and said, okay, I'm going to pat down your groin, sir. And of course, he had to talk about how they do it from the backs of their hands. But he had to do this. And so he basically felt up my junk within 1 week of landing in the United States, which is not a police state, but Dubai is. Never happened in Dubai. I fly all over the world, all over South America, never happened. But in the United States, as soon as I come back to visit here, guess what happens? You guys who live in the United States need to understand that the reason you don't view the United States as a police state, which it is because you haven't spent significant time outside of your country. Many of you haven't spent any time outside of your country at all. When you spend significant time in other countries that are not police states, including Dubai, which is, as I've said many times, the typical average American, if you go to Dubai, especially if you have your own business, will experience more personal day-to-day freedom in Dubai, as in never be harassed by cops and shitty asshole security people at the airport than you ever will living in the collapsing USA, which is a police state. And again, you are more than welcome to go back and watch the other video I did on this topic, on where I gave specific examples of run-ins I've had with the police, people I've known, people in my family, my wife included, my kids, all having negative run-ins with the cops. Never had a run-in with Dubai cops. I have spoken with people who've lived in Dubai 5, even 10 years, never had a single problem. Is that true with most Americans? Yeah, no. Every time I have an update to this, because I'm going to have many, I'm going to do more and more videos about how I never have any problems in Dubai with the government, with security, with airports, with police officers, but I'm constantly, almost always having problems with them, just like you are all the time when I visit the collapsing United States. The United States is a quasi-authoritarian police state in addition to being a collapsing country, and Dubai is not. More evidence, and if you have facts and data to prove me wrong for the modern day version of Dubai, not Dubai back in 2011, the modern day 2023 version of Dubai, and the modern day version of the United States, to prove me wrong, show me in the comments and I'll read them. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm right about this. Get the fuck out of the collapsing USA.